Kennywood's Pirate has been at the park for well over 40 years, with the ride being 43 years old in 2025, and it debuting back in 1982, old enough that the laser loop was brand new when they put the Pirate in, and old enough that people were still using cassettes, which half the people watching this video probably don't even know what a cassette was. Good, because they sucked. Anyway, let's talk about the future of Pirate at Kennywood Park. The first thing I want to say about this is that Pirate is not listed as a ride being open for Phantom Fall Fest 2025. Which could mean nothing, or it could mean something, who knows. But this is rather an odd thing from Kennywood, because the ride typically would be open during Phantom Fall Fest. It was odd enough that people noticed it wasn't on the ride list. They didn't notice because it's such a good ride, they noticed because it's an old ride, it's 43 years old, barely hanging on using its last legs. And this isn't the first time Kennywood quietly closed the ride without telling us. For example, all the 2020 ride closures, Volcano, Kangaroo, the Paratrooper, and the Baron Curve, all of them were removed without them telling us. And to clarify a little further, they did tell us eventually, but it was already too late. The park was already closed for the season. All the rides were already torn apart, there was nothing they could do at that point. And the public backlash actually is probably the reason why we have Kangaroo again with us ever since 2022. That's the year they refurbished the ride and brought it back. And I can assure you, if this is the case with Pirate, nobody is going to be fighting for the ride to come back. From what I've heard, there's two sides to this. One, there's a side of people who say it's too old, they want something new, it's been here for 40 years, get rid of it. The other side are people who have families, kids, people who don't like the intense rides, they like calm rides. Well, Pirate's a very calm ride, especially now that it's 43 years old. So some people like it for that because the ride's not as intense as it once was back in 1982. Back then you were swinging really high and at a very steep angle. Nowadays, you're lucky to get 20 feet off the ground. And for being so old, it probably is turning into a little bit of a maintenance nightmare. Other than the incident back in 2018, where the Pirate kept rocking back and forth for 10 minutes and it could not stop, the only thing wrong with the ride is its aging, and also, it's not as intense as it once was. And another factor into this is the fact that it's not really loved very much. Not as much as the Kangaroo, Baron Curve, Volcano, and the Paratrooper. Those rides were loved, and they took those out. If Kennywood took out the Pirate back in 2020, I don't think anybody would have cared. A lot of people say Kennywood should not be getting rid of their old rides, but here's the thing here. That applies to rides that people love. People didn't want the Kangaroo to go away. People didn't want the Volcano to go away. People didn't want the Baron Curve to go away. People didn't want the Paratrooper to go away. On the other hand, if there's just a ride taking up space, an old ride like the Pirate that's getting old, that people don't really care much for anymore, rides like that should be refurbished to be brought back to what they once were when they first opened and brand new, like Kennywood did with the Kangaroo, or they could replace the ride with an entirely new ride and keep up with the new trends and what people like to ride these days, because a pirate ship is very 70s and 80s. That's what people like back then. They love pirate ships. Nowadays, yeah, it's okay. I mean, they're at parks everywhere. People ride them to ride them. Families love it. Otherwise, if it's aging, costing them a lot of money, and not really worth the keep, that's the time to replace it. If refurbishing a ride is not the answer. In this case, I do not think that the Pirate should be refurbished, because why spend money on a ride that people really don't care about? Unless if they rethemed it to Area 412 right next door, it made it all cool looking, kept up with the times. Otherwise, don't spend your money on it. It's 43, it served 43 years in the park. That's very good for an amusement park ride. I think it's time for some change. Get something new to go along with Area 412. Because right now, Area 412 is literally just a gift shop and two rides. An existing ride, Cosmic Chaos, and a new ride for 2023, Spinvasion. Really all they did was repaint the gift shop, repaint Cosmic Chaos, added a big alien statue, and of course added Spinvasion. And you can't forget the mural that's right behind Spinvasion. That's it. Well, they repaved the path also, but that's really it. They didn't really do much. I'd love to see another ride added to Area 412. Especially, I'd love to see the barrier curve plot filled after 5 years. It's been empty for 5 years. And that 4D theater has been empty for 5 years. How about we bulldoze the 4D theater, put something in the barrier curve plot, or put something in the barrier curve and 4D theater plot, make a mega ride or something, put something new in Pirate spot, and you got yourself a brand new Area 412 that actually has changes in it. I just see so much opportunity for this area, and nothing's being done to make the area good. It's simply just a gift shop and 2 rides. What else is there to it? There's a statue. As I said, they repaved. We need something else. At least we need another ride. And in this video, we're talking about Pirate's future in the park. I already said, I don't think it should be here very much longer. It's just taking up space at this point. I think it should be replaced. So here's my scenario here. We're in the last week of Kennywood's summer season. When it hits Fall Fest, Pirate will not open up ever again. Whether they announce it or not, that's just my scenario here. It's a possibility of something happening, but also highly likely will not happen. So you can keep your hopes up that they keep Pirate, but I really hope they do take this opportunity to at least look at it and see whether or not it's worth keeping. If it ain't, scrap it, get something new by 2027. That gives them a full year to figure it out, and then by 2027 we can have a brand new ride alongside Spinvasion and Cosmic Chaos in Area 412. The question is here, what could replace Pirate? I honestly would like the one where it's the same manufacturer as Spinvasion, Zamperla. And I would love their model ride that is basically Volcano, but new. It looks identical to Spinvasion when it's not running, but when it goes up in the air, it goes up just like Volcano. And it's basically the same ride experience as Volcano, but it's brand new, and a lot of people like the Volcano, surely a lot more than Pirate, and I'm sure that people will love to experience that again at Kennywood. My second option here of replacing the Pirate could possibly be going back to classic Kennywood and bringing back an old ride, once known as the Monongahela Monster. I think that could probably go really well with the alien theme in Area 412. They could also do that with the Volcano ride too. Both rides could be adapted to that theme, if they want to keep the theme going, which I'm sure they probably do. And my final option here, more my personal likes, not necessarily with the trends anymore, but I would love to see a drop tower come back to Kennywood. We have the Kitty Drop Tower in Thomastown, or actually they call it Kennywood Junction now, but I would love an actual drop tower, a legitimate one, because we haven't had a drop tower since 2011 when Pitfall was removed. I think the view from the Pirate spot could be really cool. You get to see Phantom below you, if it's tall enough. If it's over 160 feet tall, yes, you'll see it below you. If not, you look above and you see the top of Phantom's Lift Hill. But otherwise, you will still see Area 412 right below you. You could also get a good view of the parking lot and Kennywood Boulevard. It would be a very cool area because of the views. But it obviously will not beat the 250-foot Pitfall, look down and you see the Monongahela River. But those are just my thoughts on all this. Now, the question is, what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on what you think about this whole situation with Pirate getting old, the possibility of it getting removed and replaced or refurbished, whatever the case may be. Make sure to let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for more content like this. And also, go join our Kennywood Discord server, linked in the description down below, where you can connect with other Kennywood fans just like you, and discuss all things Kennywood and topics just like this. You will not regret subscribing. I post tons of other Kennywood content just like this that you will not want to miss. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.